Alright. We tried this video 4 times, and the first time I just messed it all up. The second time I called one of the parts Drigger instead of Dragoon. And then the third time I just lost it. Anyway, I'm alleykat and I'm from Beyblade 718. Got that right this time. And I've had the lovely liberty of buying and purchasing a Dragoon G from the plastic gen from Beyblades, the Beyblade, and I've played around with it a bit, and I think I might just pull it apart and give you guys a run through. Right, let's start off with the bit chip. Bit chip's a Dragoon. Well, it's a Dragoon Beyblade, so it's Dragoon. I've fucked up, and I put the sticker diagonal because I rushed it when I got the package. There's a unboxing video that we've released, and it doesn't have the stickers, but yeah, in that video. But what it's got is, the main concept is, it's got Dragoon in front of a yellow and green backdrop. In katakana, it's got Dragoon written down the bottom. That's all there really is to that. Next is Dragoon G's attack ring, 8 spiker. Now, 8 spiker, really, the design for 8 spiker is 4 dragons with smaller fins following after them, which and they end in 8 spikes. That ends in 8 spikes with a red and green sticker colorway, which reminds me of the lolly, the Minties, which I just can't get out of my head. On the end of all the spikes, there are 3 little spikes, which give it the little smash attack, spike attack, which adds to its smash attack. Despite its hyper-aggressive profile, the recoil on it is low, and it's often used in tournaments because it's capable of an extremely clean knockout, and it's, as I said, one of the best left spin attack rings. I didn't say that, but I said it right now. Now, next up is the weight disc, which is a 10 wide, and unlike the earlier Dragoons, which were 6 wide and 8 wide, were they? I don't think so. Well, it doesn't matter. They were 6 inch. They were 6-sided and 8-sided. This is 10 wide, and out of them all, it's the heaviest and the widest, obviously, because it's 10 wide. Right, next is the left spin engine gear with a metal semi-flat base, but the metal, it's not as semi-flat as more as it's a flat with just a little bit of curves on the edges of it. The curves on the edge give it a very aggressive movements and it's got quite decent survival and endurance to it. Now, the engine gear, as you know, is the gimmick that comes with the G series of the Beyblades, which are used in G Revolution by Tyson and most of the characters. And with the little button there that sets off the engine gear, it always does this. Well, it sets it off. And that is activated when the blade base, depending on which blade base you use, it sets it off. I'll explain that later. But unfortunately, when it comes to Dragoon, its blade base is a first clutch blade base, which activates the engine gear as soon as it lands after launch, and the tip can't actually keep up with the engine gear. So it's quite notable to that's not the right. It's well known for self knockout upon release of the engine gear, which is kind of not cool. Now, next is the blade base, which is the first clutch blade base. Oh yeah, I said it right. Woo! Which comes with Dragoon G, as you can tell on the back of it. On the bottom of it, it's got green stickers which say Dragoon G with 8 spikes on it. If you click in the clips, you can see that it's got the 8 spikes on it. The clutch bases were cool in were cool basically, but they're very limited to engine gear spins, like you know what I mean, like the engine gears, because they can only be used with engine gear, so it can't really. It's very limited in what it's used, and they were very chunky and thick, therefore they were really tall, so in battle they would very rarely hit and do much the attack rings, and that would do very shit damage to, I can't believe I said that, really bad damage basically, in other words. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to put it together. Alright, so what you do is you clip it out like that. You put the engine gear right there.
Show us more. Yep.
Click it in, so it stays in. Unlike the normal, like with the previous and earlier models of the Beyblade, it's got little clips in the side that you do when you build the spin gear, and you clip it in there. With this, there's just little clips here that you can just like push it and clip in. After that comes the weight disc, as many of you will know, but when you put the weight disc in, it's got hollowed edges around the side here. Then on the bottom, it's flat, and you want the flat side down. Doesn't specify when you build it, so.
It's all in Chinese.
Japanese, Natalie. Okay, when you put the attack ring on, you will figure out eventually, but there's the little slits there. And you put that in there, and you click it, and then turn it clockwise, about
5 minutes clockwise?
About 90 degrees. Then you put in your bit chip, and there you've got it. Dragoon Galaxy. Used by Tyson. Now, when most Dragoons come with it, because they're a left spin, it's not as easy to get the launcher for them. So this is a Takara Tomy Beyblade. As you can tell from the inside, you can't see it, but it's white. It's got copyrighted Takara there. Most Sonicon Beyblades come with launchers, but very few Takara Beyblades come with launchers. But there are only 3 real brands when it comes to a Beyblade. It's got Takara, or Takara Tomy, which they later fused together. Sonicon, which is the Korean, Takara being the Japanese, and Hasbro, which is harder to get, but it's the American. If the brand's anything other than that, it's not legit. You've got a fake Beyblade. Alright, now the launcher, that's the left spin launcher. As you can tell, it's got left spin sticker. It's got L there. It spins left. And we've got our signature yellow Dragoon ripcord. Now, when I got this, I was a bit surprised because I've got several other. Well, I collect like the metal fusion series, and with the El Drago, it came with the same left spin Dragoon launcher, like shooter, ripcord, but it's much shorter when it comes to length. Can't really tell there, but you can sort of get the idea. Anyway, I've measured this ripcord to come to 30 centimeters, exactly actually, from left to right. And those other ones, the other El Dragos measure to about 22 or something, roughly. Now, this Beyblade weighs around about 45 to 46 grams, which isn't bad. But, yeah. Alright, so we're going to give this a little test launch. Now, the engine gear doesn't always go off in our stadium that we got, which is the Super Vortex Stadium. It doesn't always go off, so if this doesn't set it off, we'll just show you the run and we'll give you another try on the floor. It has more of a tendency to go off on the floor. Alright, Natalie, do you want to count me in?
3, 2, 1, let it rip!
So you couldn't hear the engine gear go off there, but as you can see, it's very quick when it spins. Much like an attack blade, as many would know, they have this habit to spin around the stage or the arena a lot more than what a defense type like Drasil would, whereas Drasil would just normally hang around the middle. Alright. Let's get the tester on the floor.
Hope you like my house.
Alright.
3.
Just wait.
Ah.
Just in case. You never know.
Sorry, Napoleon.
I don't know if this will go off, but I'll try my hardest. If it doesn't, we'll just give it a wind and try again. Okay, count me in.
3, 2, 1, let it rip. Let it go.
There. As you heard, the engine gear went off a little bit.
Might want to do that one again.
We're going to try it one more time. Throwing my winder everywhere. Oh yeah, basically you can't wind up your engine gear unless you have a winder, which slots in right there. And you just turn it. As soon as you hear that clicking noise, you should probably stop winding or you'll mess your engine up. Normally I'm very good when it comes to launches and I put them in as soon as I finish, but unfortunately I didn't this time, so test 2. Ready?
3, 2, 1, let it rip.
You would, wouldn't you? And activate.
My dishwasher.
Alright, well engine gear didn't activate, but I'll take it apart and I'll press the button and show you, because yeah, it's being unfair. When you take it apart, you put your fingers under there and just clip it up and pull it out a little bit. Earlier tonight I actually broke this clip off, like just popped it out, and Natalie, who's filming, had a heart attack.
Hi guys.
The button there, you push it. Oh, you're cheeky, aren't you? And it normally gives it a little burst in, and the first launch you saw it go nuts, maybe. You would hear it, you'd hear that sound when it starts to spin. But anyway, that's the Dragoon done. Okay, catch us next time.
Bye.